before. A lot of these street guys, they work for the government. Whether we like it or not, child, we look up to them. We believe that they are the Robin Hoods of the community, and they are this and they are that, and they anti-establishment, but they work for the government. Whether it's gangs, drug dealers, they work for the government. You cannot tell me if we look at everybody that's incarcerated right now, the political prisoners, even the guys that's not coming home, the guys that they deem as the pieces of shit of society. They got life sentences that they're going to stay in the federal system. They're going to die in there. Those are the ones that didn't want to conform with the government. The ones that did, you see them home. You see them in the community. Why? Because the government broke them down and they made a deal to get other young men and women in there. That's why now you look, they locking up all these young people in the Bronx, Harlem, Brooklyn, Queens, because these older people is leading these young people to the path that they was led to. Let's just be honest, child. The history repeats itself. So you can't shoot the messenger and get mad with me for exposing that you don't want to live your truth. Live your truth, brother. Live your truth. That's what they was doing. Like when I grew up, that's what Feds magazine, Don Diva was about. Exposing the rats. What am I doing that's so different than what Don Diva, Feds magazine, Felons magazine, all the street magazines I was reading when I was young is doing that I did wrong. Let's keep it real. So I can't be mad. They all look, child. They all was celebrating, right? They all was celebrating when Alpo was murdered, right? But none of these men saw Alpo in the streets. Alpo was riding around Harlem. He was going everywhere with his nuts, walking around with his nuts hanging, not caring about what you dudes had to say. And as soon as they murdered him, oh yeah, we back. They was in Clubhouse saying, we back. New York is back. Yeah. How can you get mad with Alpo? At least he lived his truth. And he was a fearless man. You cowards is not fearless. Y'all don't even live y'all truth. Y'all cowards. I respect somebody that live their truth. There's somebody that don't live their truth. That's why when people say, why are you so cool with Glaze? I like Glaze. Glaze lives his truth. He tells you what he did. Poe live his truth. I respect men like that live their truth. I don't respect a person that say they informant, but then 1 minute they want to act like, oh, I ain't no informant, but you want to call everybody else a snitch. Man, that's the pot kettle. That's the pot calling the kettle black. You can't do that. You can't do that. And that's why people don't like me, child, because I expose all this bullshit. And it is what it is.